welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming my back to school stationery haul, which I am so excited to film because, okay, I have found the most aesthetic notebooks from Officeworks and they're just so nice, and all my stationery. Oh, and I got the these pastel highlighters, and oh, it's just, yeah, it was a very successful back to school stationery haul this year. So I'm just gonna get started, and we're gonna start with the notebooks because I'm so excited to show you them. Okay, so this year I'm gonna be taking 5 subjects, and they are economics, English, chemistry, maths methods, and maths specialist. So for economics, English, and chemistry, I needed like a notebook for each subject to take notes in during class. And I had been looking in Officeworks for the perfect notebooks to use for this purpose, and I found them. The only problem is that they're not A4, they're B5, which is like a tiny bit smaller than A4, but you know what, it's fine. I can cope with that because, look at this. It's just so nice and like minimal. I'm about the like minimal stationery, okay? So this is by this, I think it's a Japanese brand, like Kokuyo. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I got lots of my stationery from here this year. It was all from Officeworks. All this stuff is from Officeworks, but yeah, this was one of the brands that Officeworks stocked, and it's just this B5 notebook with this nice clear cover. And then inside the pages just have nice grey lines, because I like it when pages have grey lines, and it's just, oh, it's just so nice. Honestly, I'm literally in love with these notebooks. So I got 3, one for each economics, English, and chemistry, and I'm going to be using them to take my notes in class, and they're just so nice and like minimal, and I really like them. And then also from that brand I got 2 of these, and these are the same size, but they're kind of loose leaf paper holders, and so inside they've got like loose leaf paper just in this thing, and then you can put it in this side and store it in this side. And so I got 2 of these because, especially in chemistry, we got like lots of assignments and investigations and stuff that we have to write on loose leaf paper and then hand in. So that is what I'm going to be using these for, and I just, so nice. And I will show you the other files that I got from that brand in a second. But those were my 3 notebooks for those 3 subjects. And then for maths, I don't need like a lined notebook. I like to have grid notebooks, and there wasn't really any aesthetic grid notebooks, so I had to get just these ones. It's alright though, because they were like a more reasonable price. But they're just like plain 128 page, like they've got like little grids. I like the ones with like the small squares. And that's just to do all of my like maths exercises and stuff in, because we don't really take notes for maths. So yep, this is for math. And so those are for all of the work that I'm going to be doing in class. And then for the notes that I take at home and that I use to study for my tests, what I do is I write them on loose leaf paper and then put them into like folders, like kind of little folder thingies. I'll show you what I got in a minute. I have done a flip through of all of my notes from last year, and I use different folders, but if you want to check that out, I'll link it up here. But these are the folders that I got this year from the same brand that I got the nice notebooks from. Yeah, you can kind of see it's a similar kind of design thing, just very minimal, very aesthetic. So yeah, basically it's just this folder with like plastic sleeves in it, and so in each of the plastic sleeves I'll put a page of my notes, and then as we go along, oh, it's kind of tied together at the moment, but it'll like, yeah, lots of plastic sleeves, and I just put all my notes in there throughout the year, and then by the end of the year I've got all of my notes for the whole year in this file, and it's all ready and easy for me to study for my exam. And so I got one of the, my hair goes everywhere, doesn't it? I got one of those for each subject, so I've got 5 here. Yeah, and the loose leaf paper that I'm going to be writing my notes on to stick into those files is this from Rhodia. So this is really nice, just writing paper. This one just has grey lines. As you can see, it's just like a piece of paper with grey lined, and the lines are 7mm apart. And then I also got this one which has blue lines. And I did mention that I prefer to write on grey lines than blue lines, but I actually think I might switch it up. I think I might do like my maths notes in this one and my notes for my other subjects in this one. But yeah, I just got both, so I have the option either way. And so I will write my notes in here, and then once I've written them, I will rip off the pages and put them into the folder that I just showed you. And by the end of the year, all of my notes will be nicely in there. And the reason I prefer to write my notes on loose leaf paper and then stick them into a folder like that rather than writing them in a notebook is because it makes it a lot easier if I want to like switch up the order of things. I can just like take them out of the plastic sleeve and put them in an earlier one, and I can switch things around. Like if we get taught things in a slightly weird order, I can put them in one that makes more sense, rather than if I'd written them in a notebook, it's kind of set in place. And also, if you write something in a notebook and you do it wrong, then you've kind of got to rip it out. And I do stuff wrong quite a lot, so I'll be like ripping out all these pages and then have like no pages left in the notebook. Whereas with this, it's like fine because I can just get as many sheets of lined paper as I want, and I can always like put in more plastic sleeves to the other file. Whereas in a notebook, you can't put in more pages because they're kind of like, it's got a set number of pages. So that is why I like to do things this way. The next thing I got were 5 big lever arch files, one for each subject obviously, and these are to store all of the workbooks and notes and booklets and things and information that we get given in class, and all of my tests and stuff that I've done. Every single piece of paper I get given for the subjects that I'm doing, I will put into these 5 lever arch files, and they are just from J. Burrows. These ones were really cheap, and so that's just what it looks like on the inside. Got this bit of paper in there. Why do you need, like, what is the purpose of that? Anyway, just, you know, your standard lever arch files. And I did just get black for each subject because the coloured ones cost more, and I quite like the minimal black look, you know. So yeah, I've got one of these for each subject, but I'm not going to bring them all out and show you because they all look exactly the same. So that is to store all of my work in at home, and these ones just stay at home on my little bookcase here. And then to transport my work to and from school, I just like to have little day folders, and last year I had 1 day folder that I used for absolutely everything, and all my subjects just went into 1 day folder. But this year I'm going to kind of try out a bit of a different thing, and I'm going to have 1 day folder for each of my subjects. And so this is what they look like. Oh, I ripped the label off this one. So they are from J. Burrows as well. It's just an A4 document wallet. These are super cheap. So I just got 6 of them, 1 for each subject, and then 1 for like other things that I might get. Like if I get a form that my mum has to sign, or like some information about the cross-country team or something, I'll just put it in my other folder and bring it home. So these are the folders that I will be carrying around all of the current work that I'm doing in that subject. So any work that I'm working on at that moment in class will be transported to and from school in these, and if I don't need to bring it home that night, then it will just stay at school in my locker. So yeah, that's how I'm going to be transporting my work to and from school, just in one of these. And I'm also going to put the notebooks for each subject in here, so each subject has its own little file. So those are kind of all of the big things that I got, and now we're going to go onto the stationery. So the highlighters, the pens, I got some labels, you'll see, and also study cards. Actually, let's start with these study cards quickly. So my mum got me these. They're like, normally study cards go this way, but these ones go this way, and they're just on a little ring binder. And then she also got me these ones. I'm not too sure why. She was just at Officeworks and she thought I might use them, and I will use them. I think I'll probably use them for chemistry or economics, or English actually, or maths, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I've got these to use throughout the year as I need. And then I also did get just normal normal, what do you call them? I've had a mental blank. What are they called? Those little flashcards. That's what they're called. And I also did just get a big box of normal flashcards, like normal size, that will fit into this, my study card holder, which I also got new. I got one last year, but then it broke. So now I've got a new one to use for this year. And this is really cute because it has like little dividers inside, so you can divide your flashcards up into like topics and stuff. So yeah. And now onto stationery, the pride and joy of my life at the moment, the Stabilo pastel highlighters. Yes, that is right, I have them. I have wanted these for so long, and every time I go to Officeworks they never have them, so I decided to place an order for them, and it took a while for the order to come because apparently it was a special order. Like, why can Officeworks not just stock these? I don't know, but they arrived and they are here, and I haven't opened them yet because I'm just so excited. I just like, I'm gonna savor that moment. Maybe I'll do it on camera. I'll upload like a 30-second video entitled Tia opening the Stabilo Boss pastel highlighters. No, but I'm sure you have seen them like around. Lots of people have them. All of the like big study tubers have them. But the reason I got them was because they're nice, they're nice colours, they'll make my notes look nice, but also because these highlighters, this brand of highlighter is like really good quality and they last a long time, and I think they'll be really good. So these are the highlighters I'm going to be using this year and I'm very excited. In terms of other stationery, I actually didn't need to buy that much because most of the things I had from last year are still working and I can just keep using them, but I did update my pen collection by one pen. This is just the Pilot Super Grip in a fine tip, and these are the pens that I was writing with last year, and I just wanted to get one more just so I had enough to start the year with. And this is the other pen that I always use, which is the Pentel Energel in the 0.4mm tip, but I didn't get any more of them because I have like a stash of 10. Because Officeworks literally always run out of them. So one time I went to Officeworks and they actually had them for once, and so I bought like 15 so I could just slowly use them. But the ink runs out quite fast actually. Anyway, I didn't get any more of these, but I just thought I would show you. These are kind of my two go-to note-taking pens. The next very exciting item is some new LEDs for my mechanical pencil. Woo! And the last item I'm going to show today are these little labels that I saw on the way out. We were in the checkout and someone had just like obviously decided that they no longer wanted them and just kind of chucked them on the side, and I picked them up and I was like, oh, they're kind of cute. So they're these labels that have like a border that's like a vintage map, and I'm going to use them to label like these and my files and my other files. So I'm just going to write the subject name on it and then stick onto the files, because you will have noticed I didn't get different coloured files this year, so all of my files are the same colour, so I need some way to distinguish between them and tell which subject is in which file. So I'm going to write the subject names on here and then stick them onto my document wallets and onto my folders and onto my lever arch files, so I'll be able to tell everything apart. And the one thing that I forgot to buy was dividers for my lever arch files. I need like 5 sets of dividers so I can divide my work into like its sections, and I forgot to get that, so I'm gonna have to go and get those at some stage. But yeah, everything else like plastic sleeves and I don't know, any other stationery items that I need I already have from last year and I can just keep using, so that is all good. So that is everything that I got for my final last ever back to school stationery haul, because this is my last year of high school. I'll probably do one when I go to uni, but you know, it just won't be the same. So yeah, this is my last ever back to school stationery haul. Next year it will be a back to uni stationery haul, which is kind of scary. I really love all of the stationery I've got this year. I feel like it's going to motivate me to be productive because I want to use the stationery, so it'll make me like want to work more. I don't know, maybe, probably not, but we'll see. Thank you very much for watching the video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed it and it's given you some ideas of what stationery you could get. All of this stuff in the video was bought from Officeworks, so if you have an Officeworks near where you live, then they should hopefully have most of this stuff, and then you can get it too and we can be matching. But thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for getting all the way through it. I have lots more videos coming up soon on revision tips and studying and how I'm organising my binders for back to school and time management and revision, and lots of good tips and advice to get you all ready for back to school. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're interested in seeing those videos, and give this one a thumbs up if you enjoyed it to let me know you like these sort of videos. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!